In this AWS tutorial by Innoimpex Academy, we break down everything you need to know about target groups, so let's get started.
What is a target group? Okay, so what happens is you have a separate, now we discussed, right? Now let's say we have something called as order, as an then we have I'm talking an example of uh, any e-commerce. You have order, you have payment, okay, you have cart. These three as microservices. Okay, now there can be a scenario that order may have 3 instances, right? Payment need at least 5 instances to support, right? EC2 instance, and cart may need 7 instances, right? But what will be the common point between them? Now, all the order related or order microservice related application will run on same port, right? It will run on same port. Let's say it is running on 80 port or 8080 port. Now, all this will run on common port called 443. All this will run on common port called, okay, 7878650, let's say. Okay, so all this will run on common port. Now what happens is we will understand load balancer also here a bit, but not in detail. So what happens is when you are aware that it is, since it's a common microservice, so it will be running on common port. Only thing is it will have 3 different instances. So you need something as a common to redirect the traffic, right? Redirect the traffic. So that is why you create target group. Now coming back to here, we have the option called as target group. For example, if you see in my screen, I have created a target group, and inside this target group, how many instances I have? How many instances I have?
Three. Here 2 only.
Yeah, 2 only, guys. Yeah, so I have 2 instances, right? So what happened? The moment, okay, the moment anybody wants to connect or anybody wants to do operation, or let's say a load balancer is trying to send a load to for this particular type of microservice. Consider the name as demo. TG is basically target group. So consider the application name is demo. So since it is running on common port, so what we do, we select the instance type, then we select the port, and we create a target group. Now for my load balancer or anybody who wants to connect to, I will just tell them the target group, and then it will be able to send the traffic to underlying instances. Okay, so target group is nothing but, you can say, aggregation of the similar type of instances for a particular microservice, which we leverage in case of transferring or managing load, and it works with load balancers. Okay, so that is what. Let's go a step further. If you see, target group has something called as target type. Now what is target type? Here I have selected as instance. You can also have IPs. Okay, port. Now on which port your application will be running? For example, all these application, if I show you, right, if I show you this application, right, so where it is running. So if I open this address, right, it is with HTTP. So it is with HTTPS. What is the default port for HTTPS?
443.
443. But it is running on which port? It is running on which port? 80. 80. So now if I make it HTTP, you see I got a response. Correct? I got a response. So basically my application is running on port 80. So I've selected port 80. You can select the protocol version. You can select which BPC it will be associated with, what will be the address type, and which load balancer it will be associated with. Load balancer will go in detail associated with target group. Okay. Now this is target group. Okay, so let's understand the component of target group. What all target group does? So target group basically keeps on monitoring whether your application is healthy or not. Okay, if your application is unhealthy, let's say if my application is unhealthy, then what will happen? If my application is unhealthy, then what will happen? It will
down.
Yes,
take the request.
It will not forward the traffic request. For example, if you see this, right, if you see we have 2 instances, right? Now we have third thing called as demo API, right? So this is not included. So if you see the port is common, right? If I select all three also, port is common, right? But since two are already included, so I will just select the third one and we'll see what happens. Okay. Now if I select the third one, include as pending below. Okay, and it is not there, right? Okay, no, this is there. Actually, this is not there, right? Demo AMI is not there. Now include as pending below. Okay. Now what happened? It is trying to register. Okay, let's go back here and let's see what is happening. So there are two terms. Okay. So register target. I think I did not save the changes. Okay. Okay, I have to select on register pending targets. Okay, so now I am trying to register. Okay, so if you see health status is initial, the moment it will be unhealthy, right? It will not send the traffic. So now come back here. Okay, the load balancer will evaluate the rule. Load balancer will be having listener and rule. For now, just forget what is listener, what is rule. Rule is simple, like let's say if the call is coming for order, if the application is having uh, kumar.com or Innoimpex.ai/order, okay, then it will connect to which target group? Order target group, right? And it will ensure whatever is healthy inside the order target group, it will send traffic to all the instances. Now this is unhealthy. So what will happen? Will it send the traffic?
No.
No, it will not send the traffic. Okay, so usually that is the reason, we keep on monitoring. So target group keeps on monitoring whether you have healthy target or not. How it does? So there is something called as health check. So in the health check, you define a path. For example, for this application, right, the path is slashed. Like if you hit the instance, it is coming, right? If I'm giving slash also here, right? If I'm giving slash also here, right? You can see the system, right? You can see my system, right? This is basically nothing but I have installed Apache. That's why you are able to see this, right? So actually it is 1 minute. So http/. Okay, so it is responding to same path, right? So if I am giving, let's say /order, okay, has a health check. So it will check on that particular API, right? It will check on that particular path.
सर अगर कोई
Please.
अगर सर कोई मेरी एक वेबसाइट रन कर रही है उसमें मतलब ज्यादा से ज्यादा यूजर हो रहा है और हमारी एग्जिस्टिंग क्वेरी भी बहुत हाई चल रही है, उसके बाद हमारा ये दूसरा सिस्टम में रीडायरेक्ट करेंगे तो क्या उसकी वेबसाइट को करेंगे कि उसके जो एग्जीक्यूशन पास को उसको करेंगे?
ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर 30 minutes या 40 minutes बाद you will get it. Okay, let me not
Okay.
confuse everyone. Your question is valid and your question is related to load balancer. Okay, we will see it in load
Okay.
balancer. Okay, but for
Okay,
now
okay.
consider my health check, like my application is up on this particular path. Okay, port I have already decided. How many times I will check? I can edit it and I can modify it anytime. So how many times I will check? I will check at least 2 times. Okay, if the 2 times it is unhealthy, then it will say, I will say unhealthy. Now what will be my success code? What will be my success code? So we know HTTP codes. If it is 200, then it will be successful. So for example, if I do this and come to my system, right? Clear. Okay, so I'll do a curl call, right? Curl -v, and then I do this HTTP, right? What is the response code I have got, guys? 200. Correct. So if my response is coming as 200, then it will become unhealthy. Otherwise, it will become unhealthy. So anything other than that will become unhealthy. So basically, this is how you define the health check in target group. And the responsibility of target group is to redirect the traffics. Okay, to redirect the traffic. And it keeps on checking, it keeps on checking whether your thing is healthy or not. Okay, so for this target group is clear. Any doubt in target group? Okay, you have monitoring where you keep on monitoring, right? Where you can monitor like unhealthy host. Okay, so for example, the total count is unhealthy host is like right now how many? TG demo TG is there. Okay, 2 host was there. Total count is 3. Okay, then you have unhealthy host as 1. Okay, it was 0 initially. You can see the response time. Okay, for example, you see the response time. Okay, how much response time it is taking to respond, how many requests we are getting. Okay, so if I keep on hitting it, right, then the request will increase. So all these are monitoring. How many 500 we are getting, how many 400 we are getting, how many connection error, 300s, 3xx is nothing but 300, 200 is for successful. Okay, so how many we are getting, and then request count per target. So this is the detail. This is how you monitor your target group.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Got questions or suggestions? Drop them in the comments. See you in the next one.